In the last 5 years, the use of antidepressants has gone up 1,300% in the United States, which doesn't completely surprise me considering that depression is quickly becoming the most common presenting counseling issue that I see on a day-to-day basis. That said, the term depression is actually just a general term that describes several different types of symptoms that can differ in frequency, duration, severity. So as you can imagine, depression is not only one of the most common counseling issues that I see, but it's also one of the more complex. Causes for depression can also vary. It can be caused by anything from guilt and shame to unhealthy thought patterns, life circumstances, or even lifestyle choices like lack of sleep, improper diet, lack of exercise. So the job of the biblical counselor is to work with the counselee in identifying the cause of the depression. And then once we identify the cause of the depression, we can then have a better understanding of how to search the scriptures to find practical responses in dealing with the depression. But what's important to understand though, if you are currently struggling with depression, is that depression in and of itself is not a sin. Let me say that again to offer you some encouragement. Depression itself is not a sin. Okay? Just like the rest of our emotions, we can respond to it in a sinful manner, or we can respond to it in a righteous manner, but depression itself is not a sin. Sadness, grief, these are all things that are really to be expected living in a fallen and broken world. In fact, Jesus himself wept at the death of Lazarus. We see many righteous men of God in Scripture that dealt with depression, like Moses, Elijah, Job, Paul, just to name a few, and all of which were able to get through their depression, and on the other side of that depression, find a new and lasting hope in the promises that God had in their lives. And you can experience the same thing. You can also get through your depression and experience a new and lasting hope in your life. What we have to make sure that we don't allow is we can't let our depression get us to a point where we are hopeless and giving up, but rather we have to maintain hope in the possibility of healing. And we have to pursue Christ, in which that hope comes from. You just watched Ask Your Counselor, a video resource brought to you by Riverside Christian Counseling. Don't forget to like and subscribe. To submit your own questions to be featured in our video series, email us at info@riversidechristiancounseling.org. Thanks for watching, and God bless.